Hey, what's up, people? Ryman. And y'all been telling me you like the long videos and what have you. So I'm gonna give you a long video. I'm gonna tell you the story about the Guinness World Record, how it went down and what went down. Because you've probably been wondering what the hell happened. Got silent after all that. All right, so this story, it begins in December 28th, give or take. So I was in my room talking about something with my girlfriend, and then she said something like, baby, maybe you could like break the record for rapping. I'm like, what? There ain't no record for rapping. But just to make sure, I went up on there and I Googled record for rapping. And then it came up with, shit, I forget his name. But some dude, he's signed to some label. Like, he's a signed artist. His name starts with a C or something. Anyway, I was like, he got it. And it showed the last 4 minutes of him walking on MTV's it's gonna come to me when it comes to me. But yeah. So Chitty Bang. See, it came to me. Alright, so he's walking on stage and he's like, yo, it's the last 3 minutes to go. And I'ma get it on that microphone. Yeah, I'm on stage. And he's checking his BlackBerry or something like, yeah, everything's off the page. And then he gets the record. And the man comes out there and they gave him the plaque and everybody's like, yeah, he broke the record. It was like 8 hours and something. I'm like, what? I can do that, and you know I can do that. So I'm like, I'm doing it. So I go over to the world record page and I go to fill it out, but since it's like 28th of December, they're on a holiday or what have you. So I was just like, all right, when January comes back in, I'll fill out the paperwork. Yo, look at this weird building. All right, so I fill out the paperwork. All of it's free, you know, registration and all that. And then they got this offer. If you pay them, the World Guinness Records company, you pay them like, I think it was $800 or some shit like that, 1,500. I think it was 1,500. I gotta check the numbers, but you pay them like over $500. They'll tell you if you're allowed to break the record in 3 days. If you don't want to pay them, then you gotta wait 6 weeks. So I don't got over $500 to get a permission. So if I don't get it, I don't get it, whatever. And I didn't think I would get it because I assume there's a lot of people doing this. So I was buzzing though, because I'm like, damn, think of this, man. I'm a freestyler. I make videos rapping. I'm in Japan. How cool would that be to, you know, try to go for the record, you know? And you know, this would be it, man. This would put me on. This would show the world that I'm rhyming. I'm in Japan. I got the record. Shit. And I was just excited. So I sent out 4 emails right after I did every paper. I sent one to my brother, one to a producer, one to my friends, and I sent it back to my girlfriend again, just cause. But yeah, I sent it to those people, and the responses were, "You can do it." But I was happy because I don't want to hear him say you can't do it. But that was the response, you know. You can do it. If anybody can do it, you're the man to do it. Rhyming, go, 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 go. So that was January. And then, you know, I had to wait 6 weeks. So I'm chilling, going about my life. And y'all know what happened there because y'all are watching me. Or if you weren't, look at the period between January and March. So as this is going on, I got some shows. There's a big show coming up with Mommy Sue and I. last year, and you know, we're setting up for that. And I did some charity work down in Ishinomaki, you know, getting my charity work on. So I'm keeping busy doing busy people things. So as I actually gotta be looking towards here because the voice might drop out. Sorry about that. All right, so doing busy people things, not really thinking about the record thing. So we do the show, then I rush off to go volunteer, and then what happened next? I come home from volunteering, and in my inbox it says the title is World Guinness Records. I'm like, oh! So I open it up and it's like, "Dear Matthew, we accepted your challenge," and they break down the rules. It's like a 12-page PDF. You can't do this, you should do that, you should do this. So I'm geeked, man. I'm like, oh shit, because I really thought they forgot about me, because it was actually like 8 weeks. They said 6. So I'm like, okay, they didn't let me do it. So then I send off another email with the attachment to like a whole bunch of people. Like, I'm gonna break the record, I'm gonna break a record, check out this, check out this. I send it out to everybody. And then once again, I get the same, yeah, if anyone could do it, you can do it. Or go for it, or some shit like that. And you know, I'm still excited. So it was March when I got it, all right? And the plan was from the get that I'm gonna break the record on 3/11, so the big earthquake in Japan. I would break it then. That way, you know, we could raise some money, because, you know, I'm a human being, I'm a person. People wasn't donating in January, February, but they will donate it on the anniversary of. And if I give them a good reason to, you know, donate, we're gonna get it popping. So everything came together. You know, I got the opportunity, I got the date, I got it locked up. So, you know, I was like, so we had a week though. It had like 2 weeks. So 3/11, so we had about 11 days to get it all, get everything situated. And there's a lot of situating to get done. We need to get judges and places and people to help out. And then my girlfriend, she was gonna make a charity event out around me doing the rapping and all that. So we had a lot to do in a short amount of time. And you know, that is what it is. I wasn't too concerned, because it's the Guinness Book record and I'm rhyming gaijin. How hard can it be to get the things that we need? What I felt. So, you know, I'm talking to some people, and they're all like, yeah, this is great. And then people outside of the, I don't even know you could rap, those people are like, can you really rap for, how long are you gonna rap for? So by the time when I first applied, it was 8 hours, chitty bang. But then when they said I can do it, it jumped to 12 hours. And the guy was, I don't remember his name, but the guy, he went up to 12, and he I don't know, he broke the record, but he didn't show the whole video though. No one did. So it was my when I broke the record, I was gonna show all 13 hours of it. That was the plan, at least. So, you know, we got 11 days, and you know, I have to call off from work months in advance. I didn't want to call off for something that I didn't know I was going to get. But when I found out, I'm like, hey, dude. Well, the manager was cool. So I'm like, hey, dude, I'm going to be breaking the record on the 11th. That's a Sunday. I got to work. So, we're going to have to switch the schedule. Now, I wasn't going to work there anyway, so even if the man's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do, you got to work, I wasn't going to be there. And I was hoping I broke the record, because it would suck to not break the record and have to be like walking in with my head down. But yeah, it turns out that I I was able to get the day off, so I was happy about that. And then since it was short notice, a lot of other people couldn't get the day off because, you know, for me it was, I'm doing it regardless. For other people, I don't want you to lose your job for me breaking a record. It wasn't that important. So I got the day off, and then I'm thinking, I don't want to sit in the same room, because that would be boring. I want to move around. I want to interact with people, like the freestyle videos I'd be doing. So, you know, we were planning different locations, and my girlfriend, you know, she really pulled through. She was like emailing people in Japanese, contacting friends, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I probably would have still done the Guinness, but it wouldn't have been as big as it was, because she really did what it done to do what it do, you know what I mean? So we had places locked up and places blah blah blah. Now the next part was, because my freestyle was a time one, a length or whatever, it means we need different judges in 4-hour blocks. So every 4 hours we need new judges. That was, once again, I didn't think that would be too hard because I'm rhyming. Who wouldn't want to watch me break the world record? Now that might sound conceited, but I'm serious. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Be a part of history in the making. That's how I felt. So we start contacting people, and I call up the Guinness Book Records in London. I'm like, hey man, I got this 12-page PDF. Can you break it down for me? And the guys, I got different people every time, but they were very helpful, and they had the nice accent. Well, chicks did. I mean, guys had the accent, but you know, whatever. But the chicks said, you know about you. Well, that's a Jamaican accent. But yeah, so they're giving me the information, what I need to do. And I'm like, hey, point number 6633444, it says I need judges. What kind of judges do I need? And they're like, you know, you just need people who listen to hip hop. I'm like, do they need to be signed people? Do they need to be record labels? Do I need to call Dr. Dre? They're like, no, you don't gotta call Dr. Dre. You just need people who know the difference between rap and the difference between pop and all that. I'm like, are you sure? And the guy's like, yeah. So then the next time I called, he was busy. I kept calling every day. So he's like, please send us an email. So I typed out the email. At one point, they're telling me, you know, you need a special stopwatch, the one they use for races. I'm like, okay, we'll go get them stopwatches. We go to the store, them stopwatches cost $100. They said we need 2 of them. I don't know why people smiling when I'm walking and talking. That's rhyming right there. So, they're like, you need 2 of these, they cost $200. I'm like, damn. Can't we just get a stopwatch? Like, no, it has to be official. I don't want to get broken. I don't want to break the record and they'd be like, let's see them stopwatches. And I show them my little broken down one, like, or sorry, we must disqualify you. Like, damn it. So we went out and we got the stopwatches. And, you know, and that was that. So we're asking people. Now this is where, if I do put music in here, I probably won't. But if I did, but I probably won't. This is where the ominous strings would come in. The tension part. So, you know, my girlfriend, she handled getting to places. She found a guy who had a radio station. She got a friend of mine, he rented the cars out for me. People in my house, you know, I don't even, like, I live in a guest house. There's like 100 people. I don't be talking to them like that, and they don't be listening to rap like that, you know? But when they heard that I'm gonna be breaking the record, and it's for charity, and that's all they need to hear, they're like, we're in. So I had a whole bunch of people, I don't even know their first, last, I don't know shit about them, but they're out here helping me. And that really touched me, it moved me, like, damn, I really do need to try a little bit harder with communicating with the people who live in my building, because, you know, here they are helping me, and it really, it touched me. And then, you know, I'm calling up my friend, well, I'm calling up people who are in my circle, you know? And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna break the record, send out emails. I called up Oprah, well, I didn't call her up, but I sent the email to Oprah. I sent emails out to every hip hop magazine. to every NHK, to everybody that had some kind of connection, because you figure this is big. A rapper breaking a world record for the victims of 9/11. I keep saying 9/11, 3/11. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have the support of the world. All I gotta say is rhyming, and people are just gonna be all up on it. But that didn't happen, man. Nobody, I won't say nobody, but a lot of people are like, first of all, who are you? Because here's the other thing. The judges that I needed, they couldn't be my friends. I say, how do you know they would be? I don't know how they would know. They probably break down under the interrogation. Is he your friend? No. Is he your friend? They pull out the Chinese water drop thing, and they start dripping the water on their face and like, yes, he's my friend. And I lose the record. So I didn't want that to happen. I don't want anybody lying on my behalf. And I figured, why should I need to lie? We're in Tokyo. There's like mad rappers, DJs, hip hop people. Some of these, because I only need like at least 12. So, you know, I start emailing people. I'm like, hey man, you know, it's rhyming. What's up? I'm breaking the record, Guinness record. We're gonna raise money for a charity, and I need to have some DJs and artists who don't know me. And this is some of the responses I got. They're like, dude, I don't know you, and I don't know who knows you. Click. Or, hey man, I got a life too. I just can't stop everything I'm doing because you're breaking a record. Or, no response. No response. Or, oh, that's nice. Or, give me your information. I'll see what I can do. But they don't do anything. And they just came one after the other. Bam, bam. And I'm just like, wow. Am I such a bad person that I can't even get any support from the community that more or less I'm in? Because you know, when I say hip-hop in Japan, I mean hip-hop in Japan. But I couldn't get any help, and it started to weigh down on me, because I'm like, shit, I might not be the guy at everybody's shows, because I don't got 30 bucks to, I mean, I still think I should get in free. Like Lil Wayne, and he went to get into the basketball game and he didn't get in, but he thought he should. So I thought I should get into a lot of people's events for free, because ultimately, if I break the record and become like top dog of the world, you know, maybe you don't know, I would shout the hell out of everybody. Put you in my videos when they're getting millions of views, blah, 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 blah. That's where I was thinking. But, I mean, I guess it's a hard proposition. I mean, if you don't watch rhyming on YouTube, you know, a lot of the people that I ask, they never watch. They don't watch me like y'all watch me, because they're here doing what they need to do. Y'all are there doing whatever you want to do, you know. So I understand the situation, but yeah, so they weren't helping me. They weren't responding to emails. And then, you know, my girlfriend's stressing like, damn, we don't got enough people, we're not going to be able to break the record, maybe we should push it back. I'm like, nah, we ain't pushing this back, man. I waited a whole year, half a year for this. We're doing it on the day. And you know, and then yeah, so while all this is happening and everyone's just kind of like shooting me down, you know, out of nowhere, give me a break, man. He calls me up. He's like, hey, man. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you gonna break the record? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's cool. Man, I'm gonna make a video about it. And I'm like, cool. I mean, that's what I want him to say. That's what I want everybody to say, but I wasn't expecting it, because, you know, we talked before, and, you know, he doesn't like rap, but he was saying this is bigger than rap. You're a J-vlogger, you're in Japan, you're breaking the record, you're raising money for Japan. All those kind of, all those things kind of eclipse the fact that I don't like rap, or he don't like rap. So, he makes his video. He tells people, hey man, this is Victor here. Ryman's gonna break the record. Go support him. Blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, shit like that, I wouldn't expect him to help me, because, you know, whatever. But he's out there making a video and all that. So, So I'm not getting any rappers helping me. No rappers, no producers, no DJs, no hip-hop people. I mean, the day before, Anthony and I, we go walking around. We went to Tower Records. We went to this little underground record place. You might know it, Manhattan Records. We went to a little graffiti place, and they're all just kind of like, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck we gonna help you? And have a nice day. I'm like, damn, that's cold. But once again, I mean, I'm just popping up on their doorstep. But I really thought that what I was doing was bigger than that. So that's a couple days before, and nothing's really working. So finally, so then, you know, we just gotta do what we gotta do. So we get people to just kind of fudge that they're hip hop heads. You know, once again, as I said, the people are helping me. They don't listen to rap. They don't listen to my music. They don't really care about freestyle. But on paper, they wrote, you know, actually, I'm gonna tell you what they wrote later. So the night of, or the day of the show, I was planning on starting the freestyle at what do you call it, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. or whatever. So do from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Well, live stream it. And you know, I'm on the highway, or not on the highway, but I'm worried that I've been talking all this time and maybe y'all can't hear me. So I'm gonna have to stop this right here. We'll do part 2 to make sure that you can hear my voice. But yeah, rhyming.